Hey there, I'm Sundeep August. This is the Sundeep August Show. Have you noticed how some of us can find Waldo easily and some of us can't? Why is that? What skills do we need to find Waldo, and how are they relevant to us in real life? Even when we are not looking for Waldo, but looking for some other important things in life. Well, that's what we're gonna find out on this episode. You're getting started on the Sundeep August Show. Okay, first, where's Waldo? Martin Handford, an illustrator from the UK, came up with the concept for the Where's Waldo book series of children's book puzzles. In North America, the series is titled Where's Waldo, and in the UK, it's called Where's Wally? And also, it goes by a number of additional names in other languages in the UK and Australia. The first Where's Waldo was published in 1987. The same book was called Where's Wally in the UK. It was an immediate hit and became well known for its stimulating and difficult seek and find riddles. The books feature intricate, detailed illustrations of crowd scenes, and the objective is to find the character, that is Waldo, and remember, Wally in the UK editions, among a multitude of other people and objects. Martin Handford, the creator, was inspired by the classic children's book Where's Wallace? By Hilary Knight, and also by his own childhood enjoyment of drawing crowded scenes with lots of details. He made the decision to design a character known as Waldo/Wally, who would visit different parts of the globe and would be hidden in each picture for readers to find. How thrilling, yeah? The popularity of the initial books spawned a number of follow-ups, and the Where's Waldo franchise has now extended to include a wide range of products such as merchandise, video games, and even an animated television series that aired only for a few seasons. The books have been translated into multiple languages and continue to be enjoyed by readers of all ages worldwide. The ongoing attraction of Where's Waldo stems from the mix of beautiful images, the challenge of locating a specific figure within them, and the sense of adventure that readers experience as they journey to different countries and time periods in each volume. Martin Handford's creation has become a beloved symbol of the puzzle and seek and find genre in the world of children's literature. Alright, let's talk about why we find it hard to find Waldo. So, why do some people have a more difficult time discovering him than others? All of it comes down to an intriguing confluence of elements that may or may not influence our capacity to identify him amidst the confusion. It is true that they have downsized Waldo by 80%. This was a deliberate design choice made in order to increase the enjoyment of the Where's Waldo books, and to present readers with an intriguing and difficult visual experience. However, some people can still quickly identify Waldo despite the new purposeful design scheme, while others are never able to do so. Why is that? We will look at the first factor: attention to detail. Successfully finding Waldo often requires a keen attention to detail. Where's Waldo books usually include incredibly detailed pictures that are jam-packed with various objects and people. Some people can find it hard to focus on these details, or they can get too much sensory information and lose their way. Why should we bother with the little things, right? Well, attention to detail is a critical skill in various professions and contexts. In aviation safety, let's talk about the Gimli glider. In 1983, an Air Canada flight ran out of fuel mid-flight due to a miscalculation in converting between imperial and metric units of measurement. The flight engineer's attention to detail and spotting differences in the fuel gauge readings allowed the flight crew to safely glide the aircraft to an abandoned airport in Gimli, Manitoba. This incident underscores the life and death importance of meticulous attention to detail in aviation. There was another story in the world of finance. JP Morgan Chase sustained significant trading losses in 2012 as a result of a series of risky trades executed by a trader known as the London Whale.
You're getting deeper on the Sundeep Show.
Inadequate oversight and a failure to pay sufficient attention to risk models and trading operations were blamed for part of the problem. The incident serves as a reminder of how overlooking details in the financial industry can lead to significant financial losses. In the vast expanses of space exploration, there was that Mars Climate Orbiter incident. In 1999, NASA's Mars Climate Orbiter mission failed because the spacecraft approached Mars at too low an altitude, resulting in its destruction. The failure to convert between metric and imperial units when exchanging data with another spacecraft was the main reason for the malfunction. This error serves as a reminder of how crucial exacting attention to detail is in the aerospace sector. What role does attention to detail play? Paying careful attention to detail is essential to succeeding in any endeavor, whether it be the construction of buildings, the preparation of mouth-watering gourmet delicacies, or the creation of stunning works of art. Detail-oriented thinking can be a game-changer in the business world as well, of course. Whether it's through careful planning of initiatives or the careful management of complex data, even the tiniest of details can have a major effect on the bottom line. In the world of craftsmanship, paying close attention to detail is what distinguishes true mastery from novice status. The art is in the details. Whether one is making a handcrafted watch, an exquisite dress, or a unique piece of furniture. Attention to detail is equally vital in the world of sports. Athletes devote countless hours to refining their technique, analyzing their opponent's every move, and researching game strategies. This dedication to refining even the tiniest aspects of their game often makes the difference between victory and defeat. Attention to detail fosters critical thinking skills and cultivates a habit of thoroughness. By conditioning our minds to notice and analyze, we improve our ability to absorb and extract information, therefore broadening our overall knowledge. Alright, let's go back to the second most important skill that's required to find Waldo. It's the visual scanning skills. Finding Waldo involves scanning a large, complex image to locate a specific character. It's possible that some people have trouble effectively scanning their environment visually, which can make it more challenging to find Waldo in the photo when there are so many other things to look at. Visual scanning plays an incredible part in our lives. Take this. In 2009, US Airways Flight 1549 struck a flock of birds shortly after takeoff from LaGuardia Airport in New York City. Captain Chelsea Sully Sullenberger and First Officer Jeffrey Skiles were required to make a fast decision in order to safely land the aircraft. It was crucial that they could visually search the Hudson River for a good emergency landing space. They were able to make an emergency landing in the river, saving all 155 passengers on board. They made a movie about this, Sully. Tom Hanks plays the captain, Sully. The quarterback of an American football team is responsible for swiftly scanning the field for open receivers, dodging incoming defenders, and throwing accurate passes. Their visual scanning abilities help them make split-second decisions under pressure. Let's talk about how visual scanning skills are important in manufacturing quality control. In auto factories, workers on the assembly line have to look over vehicles visually for flaws. This is done to make sure that all the parts are installed properly and there are no quality problems before the cars are shipped to customers.
You're listening to the Sundeep Show.
Visual scanning is an important skill that we can't do without. Visual scanning is a skill that can save lives in aviation, is a critical diagnostic tool in healthcare, is an essential quality control measure in manufacturing, and is an essential component of safety and security in a variety of different areas. Improving and honing visual scanning skills is essential for professionals in these fields to perform their duties effectively and efficiently. Visual scanning is all about how our eyes move and process information around us. Our brain has the remarkable ability to rapidly scan and analyze our environment, absorbing every detail in mere seconds. It helps us gather crucial information, make decisions, and stay safe. Visual scanning helps us find things faster. Ever found yourself scouring a messy room for your keys? Visual scanning can help us quickly scan the surroundings, allowing us to find those sparkling keys hidden away in the corners, which will save us both time and cause us to feel less frustrated. Now let's talk about the visual perception differences and how this plays a role in us finding Waldo. People have different levels of visual acuity and the ability to perceive subtle details. It's possible that some people are more adept at finding Waldo than others due to differences in their visual perception or processing abilities. Visual perception is the process of interpreting and making sense of visual information from the environment. There was this experiment, the invisible gorilla. Well, participants in this well-known experiment, known as the invisible gorilla study, which was carried out by Christopher Chabris and Daniel Simons, were asked to view a video of people passing a basketball around and count the number of times it was done. Surprisingly, many participants failed to notice the gorilla because they were so focused on counting passes. This study illustrates the condition known as inattentional blindness, which occurs when people's attention is diverted to the point that they fail to notice unexpected objects or occurrences in their field of vision. It highlights the limitations of visual perception and the importance of attention. Then we have Salvador Dali's famous painting, The Persistence of Memory, which challenges traditional perceptions of time and reality. The surrealistic artwork features melting clouds draped over various objects. It explores the fluidity of visual perception and the distortion of reality through artistic expression. The Mueller-Lyer illusion is a well-known visual illusion where two lines of the same length appear to be different due to the addition of arrow-like tails at the end of the lines. This illusion shows how contextual signals can deceive our visual perception and raises the possibility that our brains may interpret visual information not just from raw sensory input, but also from the surrounding context. We can't do without visual perception. A multitude of circumstances can impact the dynamic and intricate process of visual perception, producing effects that can be both fascinating and occasionally surprising. Our brain transforms light into meaning, capturing the essence of the world around us. Visual perception is the result of the phenomenal human brain's role as an unmatched director, transforming photons into sharp visuals.
This is the Sundeep Show.
From the thrilling to the mundane, visual perception colors every aspect of our daily routines. It guides our decision making, aids us in navigating complex environments, and expresses our innermost emotions without uttering a word. Think about it. Our expressions are more than just meaningless muscle twitches. They are a complex system of visual signaling that serves to strengthen our relationships with one another. A simple smile can brighten one's day, while a furrowed brow speaks volumes of concern. Patience and persistence. Now we'll go to the next one, which is patience and persistence. Why this is needed to finding Waldo. Finding Waldo can sometimes require patience and persistence. Some people might give up soon if they don't find him, while others would be prepared to put in the time and effort required to look everywhere. And I don't think I'll go wrong if I quote Edison's example here. Thomas Edison, one of history's most famous inventors, is often associated with the creation of the electric light bulb. However, as you know, his journey was marked by numerous failures and setbacks. Edison carried out thousands of trials before inventing a workable, long-lasting light bulb. His famous quote, that is, "I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This perfectly underscores his unwavering persistence and patience in the face of adversity. Failures and setbacks are inevitable on the path. Eventually, what matters is the capacity to maintain perseverance and patience in order to accomplish important objectives and leave a lasting impression. Now, some of us may be adept at tasks that require visual pattern recognition and deduction, whereas some of us may find such tasks to be more difficult. Cognitive style is a game changer when it comes to boosting productivity. We have to ask, am I an analytical thinker? Am I a big picture visionary? Or am I an out-of-the-box problem solver? The process of determining our cognitive style is like discovering a hidden talent that our brain possesses. Once we have figured that out, that is our personal mode of operation, we can use that information to boost our efficiency and multiply our levels of achievement in every facet of our life. Whether we think more logically with our left brain or more creatively with our right brain, we should accept the way that we think because it is the key to realizing our full potential. Cognitive style is important in productivity because it can guide us in making informed choices about task selection, problem solving, decision making, and task management. When we are aware of our own cognitive style, we are better able to play to our strengths, avoid our shortcomings, and maximize our efficiency. Now we'll talk about the last part, which is our experience with Waldo. Our experience with Where's Waldo puzzles can also play a very important role. That's because some of us are more acquainted with the series and have practiced locating or finding or spotting Waldo in the previous volumes. And that's why we may have an easier time finding him, and those who are not acquainted with him, not acquainted with these volumes or the previous editions, are gonna find it harder.
This is the Sundeep Show.
The more you search for Waldo, the better you become at recognizing his distinctive features. Your eyes get used to recognizing those trademark red and white stripes, those cheeky smiles, and those glasses over time. Right? As you immerse yourself in the world of Waldo, your brain starts developing a unique set of detective skills. Oh yeah. It trains your perception and attention to detail, much like a mental workout. With experience, you start noticing subtle clues and patterns. You become adept at analyzing crowds, deciphering intricate backgrounds, and even anticipating Waldo's favored hiding places. It's all about mastering the art of elimination. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Sundeep August. This is the Sundeep August Show. Experience truly makes all the difference. We will find Waldo or whatever else it is that we are looking for, as long as we continue our search and continue to hone the skills necessary for searching, as well as all of the side effects that come along with it. Whether we are looking for Waldo or something else in connection with our quest, this holds true.